This may be difficult for people to understand, but to have a president of the United States in prison. Now, theoretically, there's no way he can actually appear in prison, show up in prison. There's no way you're going to imprison Donald Trump at its worst if he were to be found guilty of one or many counts. No, there's no way. There's no minimum security. He has a Secret Service attachment for reasons that have never been presented. In reality, there is no way that he could possibly be looking at prison. It's just, it can't be done. It would be ankle bracelet time, maybe a kind of, in view of his age, 76. Come on, it's not, we'll get to the other part. But just in terms of the actual practical, how would you do this? It ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. Can't happen. Do you understand that? Does this make sense to you? Does it make, I know it better make, it has to make sense to you. Because I'm telling you the truth. There's no way you can do it. No way. You can't put him in a general population? It doesn't make any sense. And to have him sitting in some Air Force hangar by himself? Do you recognize what this is? And by the way, to be fair, the same thing goes for Joe Biden. Same thing goes for him. What I'm telling you right now goes for any ex-president, because you can't do this to a current president. He has to be impeached first. But that's not the issue. You don't imprison your president. You don't kill. You don't destroy the office by virtue of this. You don't do it. It's not done. Let me say this again. You don't put ex-presidents in prison, much less the dock. It has to do with our self-respect. It has to deal with the way we look to the rest of the world. It's uncivilized. They debated this during the Nixon tenure. You may not remember that, but I do. And many people said, you can't put Richard Nixon, forget in jail, you can't indict him. You're going to have an ex-president of the United States sitting at a table? You don't do this. Now, I know to most people, because of this blood oath, this hatred for Trump, they don't understand how this works. But I am telling you right now, in no uncertain terms, he cannot possibly even remotely face probation. It would tank, destroy the republic, our self-respect, we don't have any world self-respect now. We don't have any respect of the world now, primarily because of Joe Biden. So let's discuss this in a moment. But first, let me remind you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell so be notified of live streams and the like. But before we get into the gravamen of my disquisition, first, a word from our sponsor. Reign in wealth like King Charles with a gold IRA from Noble Gold Investments. Just as King Charles's magnificent gold crown symbolized wealth and power, a gold IRA can fortify your own financial kingdom. Imagine the confidence that comes from a retirement backed by a tangible, proven asset, gold. An asset that's not at the mercy of unpredictable market swings. A crown may not be included, but isn't a future free of financial stress a worthy throne? Like royalty, enjoy the luxury of choice. Gold, silver, platinum, or palladium, the realm is yours to command. Fend off concerns about economic downturns and let your wealth thrive with the timeless security of precious metals. And this month, the first solid quarter-ounce gold standard bullion coin ever issued with Charles III's image can be yours with your own qualifying gold IRA or 401k rollover of $50,000 or higher. You can't go wrong with Noble Gold Investments. So call right now. Call Noble Gold Investments at 877-646-5347. That's 877-646-5347. Call now to get started or visit noblegoldinvestments.com. That's noblegoldinvestments.com. And remember, there is always a risk of loss, and past performance is not indicative of future results. Now look, I know people hate him. You might be one too. You might hate Trump to the point where you can't even see straight. You can't see straight. You despise him, and you don't know why, but it makes you feel good in a way. It makes you alive to despise him this much. It does something to you. You love it. You crave it so. You just absolutely cannot get enough of the fact that you hate this man so much. You know it's true. You know it's true. But you can't put him in prison. Not for this. Not when General Petraeus did worse. John Deutsch, ex-CIA head, he did it too. Hillary, you know about that. And Biden, the Roy DeMeo of presidential political racketeers. This guy, how about the fact that they've got him on tape? The Burisma folks, they've got him on tape. Funny, the tape of Trump supposedly talking to some anonymous person about, hey, look what I've got. Hey, look, battle plans for Iran. It's probably illegal what I'm showing you, but what the hey, right? All right? This is what we're talking about right now. It defies logic, and nobody's saying anything. Not Drudge. Where is Matt Drudge? What, is he alive? Is he still alive? Is he still with us? Has anybody seen him? Can we have a welfare check on him? Has he been taken hostage? Is he on some kind of a weird black site somewhere in the Indian Ocean? I don't know. But what amazes me is how we sit here and we get caught up in this hatred because people just, it's part of the troll mentality. It's the Karen mentality. It's the pitchfork and torch crowd. These swarms of people just absolutely going crazy, calling for this man's his skin, his hide, his head on the wall, as a trophy. And they're going to give you the normal line of garbage. Oh, this shows the world that no man's above the law. Give me a break. These people, his enemies, the best thing for him, are so vile and so contemptible that everybody sees right through them. And now Trump, they're saying right now, he can't even find a lawyer? Who in their right mind would want to be his lawyer? They've already said, you get near this guy and your career's over. You're through. You're finished. You're done. You're toast. I've never seen anything like it. Never seen anything. I hope you get it. I hope you see what's happening. It's very easy sometimes to miss it because of all the screaming and yelling, but I'm going to tell you something. This isn't even healthy. And believe it or not, it may not translate into actual nominating power, but people love him. And the more you do this, especially when he comes out after these events and he says, well, they're doing it to me again. It's weird. It's cosmic. I don't understand it. And as I've said before, America loves Trump. They love him. They've never felt so alive. Newsrooms are alive. People have jobs. He's put more people on the payroll. That's why if he goes to prison, this republic tanks. Whatever little self-respect we have, we're sending the word out to the world that we don't even have respect for our own institutions, for the presidency. That's right. You don't put presidents in prison. You don't. You don't do this. Sorry. Now, of course, you might think, well, what if he's Ted Bundy? Okay, if he's a serial killer, how he became a serial killer, I have no idea. But if you look at some of the war records of these people, they're tantamount to mass murderers, so you tell me. How's Henry Kissinger still walking around? But I digress. Not only have we lost our minds, we've lost our soul. We've lost our soul. We've lost our ability to focus, our ability to put our hate and our sense of contempt into perspective. It is unseemly, unhealthy, unrealistic, and unbelievable what this man has been able to conjure. He can't go to prison. Do you understand that? And if this is not a basis or bases to depart under the guidelines for non-confinement, an ex-president with a Secret Service contingent? Oh my God. It's beyond anything I can imagine. And how long this is going to play out? Remember, he's got the New York case. They're going to probably try to put him in jail for that. Think about it. And they're not done with him yet. Jack Smith's not done with him. Because now they're saying, there still may be more possible charges regarding that January 6th trespassapalooza. And there may be some time for additional seditious conspiracy charges. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something. If you're going to completely trash this nation and take the Constitution and our sense of dignity and self-respect and throw it out the window, well, then go for broke. I mean, don't just stop with this. Go crazy. Think about what I'm saying. So please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell so you'll be notified of new videos and live streams. And don't forget our great sponsor, Noble Gold Investments. Great people during times like this. And whatever you do, I beg, beseech, entreat. I want to see, what do you think? What are your, put it in the chat comment, the comment section, and comment as you see fit.